Juneteenth is a national holiday in the United States that commemorates the end of slavery and the legacy of individuals who died because of their belief that no human should be owned by another. But there was a long history of hardship, tenacity, and advocacy before this holiday was federally recognized. During the Civil War in 1863, former President Abraham Lincoln signed the Emancipation Proclamation to end the Confederacy's use of enslaved people in war in an attempt to reunify the nation. But it would take another 2 years for this decree to go into full effect, causing enslaved people across the U.S. to gain their freedom at different times. But in 1865, the 13th Amendment was passed by the House of Representatives, making enslavement illegal. But even after the 13th Amendment was passed, there were still states that hadn't ended slavery, primarily due to enslavers refusing to acknowledge the new constitutional ruling. One of these states was Texas, and on June 19, 1865, Union soldier General Gordon Granger arrived in Galveston, Texas with troops and delivered news telling enslaved people of their freedom for the very first time, and commanding all to obey the proclamation that was issued 2 years earlier. As news spread across the state, it ignited a spark of hope for new beginnings. Exactly 1 year later, Texas held the first Jubilee Day, where enslaved people were told of their freedom and celebrated. Early Jubilee celebrations were used as political rallies to give voting instructions to freed blacks. In 1979, Texas became the first state to make Juneteenth an official holiday. Several others followed over the years. In the later decades, Juneteenth commemorations had music, prayer services, and other activities. And as Black people moved from Texas to other parts of the country and even Mexico, the Juneteenth tradition spread. It was not until June 2021 that Juneteenth was made a federal holiday in the United States. While slavery was legally abolished in the U.S., societal consequences of its existence persist, and forms of enslavement still occur globally. This is evident in the exploitation and forced labor of predominantly Black, brown, and indigenous people in our food system. Join Food Empowerment Project in honoring the power of Juneteenth and the fearlessness of advocates who fought tirelessly for liberation and inspired countless others. While there is still much change that needs to be made, we can unite to make a difference together. Happy Juneteenth!